Again, it's going to be a best of 5 for both of these teams. Randolph-Macon on the side of blue, GW on the side of orange. Daniel trying to shoot and trying to score first. Put it off the post. Big city slams for Randolph-Macon. Some highlight plays last week as well.
Some slams, in fact.
Some slams, some big city slams. Some big city saves and some big city goals. Scoop is going to pick it up off of Scheme. Shot coming from the side of GW. And it's going to be Sticks striking first for GW. 35 seconds in. GW's on the board.
Sticks getting the job done early. A nice goal here, just popping that one down over the goalkeeper. No real shot of a goaltending opportunity there for Randolph-Macon as George Washington extends that lead early on 1-0, 4:25 left here in game one, John. Again, very little data to work off here of this Randolph-Macon side, but they looked very strong offensively in week 2. They didn't really have to do too much defending because they were the aggressor in most of those matches, or most of those games, rather. They continue to pour on those shots. So far in this one, GW bringing out the aggression, bringing out those shots for Randolph-Macon. We'll see how their defense looks here in this week.
Big City Slams looking for Gino midfield. Couldn't find the connection. But Big City Slams looking near post. And Stengel with the save. Gino, save on the other end from Scheme. GW trying to put that pressure on. The follow-up, not enough power on that shot, and Gino up with the clearance through midfield. Till Sticks intercepts it. It looks like it's going to be Scheme going the other way. Trying to feather that boost. Couldn't get the rotation on the car correctly, but Stengel comes in from behind and makes it 2-0 for GW. 3:29 to go.
I like the initial play from Scheme as well, going up there and then getting the quick tap to the right-hand side to try to throw up the keeper. Unfortunately for him, Randolph-Macon able to react well enough, but a teammate from GW there, as we do see it going in favor of GWU, now up 2-0, 3:27 left to go here in game one.
Goop looking to get Randolph-Macon on the board. Gino following in. Sticks turns it aside. Sticks now clears it through the defensive end through midfield. Big City Slams through midfield. The shot. Scheme turns it aside. Stengel with the follow-up save. Ball into the corner. GW can't clear it out, and it's Big City Slams on the back post and in. And Randolph-Macon cuts the lead to 1.
Nice little 1-2 punch there. Not Pat, but Gino getting the assist there, passing it across the face of the goal. Big City Slams on the end of it, popping it in there, cutting that lead in half. Now only down by 1 goal, 2:55 left to work with here as Randolph-Macon draws first blood on their side of the scoreboard.
Game looking to try to make something happen for GW. They're looking for that 2-goal lead again, near post. Won't get it to go. Sticks out of boost. Rotation coming around for both teams. Randolph-Macon's trying to get the ball out of their defensive end. Great challenge from Big City Slams. Not out of danger yet. Scoop is there. Looks for the clearance. Sticks won't let it get out. Scheme plays it back into the corner. Back towards center field. Gino off the side wall. Scheme on the rotation. The opposite corner now. Randolph-Macon stuck deep in their defensive end. Sticks back in deep into the corner. GW trying to threaten again. Holding on to a 1-goal lead here in game one. Scheme looking to go back post. Couldn't get the rotation onto the ball. Big save from Scoop. Keeps it a 1-goal game with 1:30 to go. Scheme on that rotation back on the defensive end. Able to clear it out now into the corner. The follow-up won't go. Long rebound. Randolph-Macon now looking for that tying goal late in game one.
Yeah, some really great aggressive opportunities coming out from GW so far, but Randolph-Macon able to turn most of them around and get opportunities of their own. This could be another one coming out here.
Ball on frame, pushed aside. Gino doing everything to try to tie this game up. Sticks looking to play the ball through midfield, won't get it to go. Stingle comes flying in. Plays it off the elbow, just inches away. The follow-up, all three players getting a touch, it felt like, on that play, and Sticks will knock it home. It's 3-1 for GW.
Yeah, really good play there in the end. Sticks able to get on the end of it. Both these sides, though, John, are playing super effective. We're seeing lots of shots come out from both sides. The saves from both sides have been pretty clean as well. In the end, GW able to squeeze another one past the side of Randolph-Macon, though. Now up by 2 goals, 39 seconds left. Again, Randolph is having the shots. The opportunities are there. They could find a goal here, but it's not going to be easy against this GW defense.
30 seconds to go, down by 2. Randolph-Macon running out of time. Need to find a way to score a very quick goal if they want to have a chance to tie this game up. Scoop will force the ball into the corner. Gino will pick it up, tries to play it up and over, gets it past Sticks. Scheme is there towards midfield. Now Scoop plays it deep. 4 seconds to go. Shot high. And 3-1. Right on the goal line. Would not have mattered. 3-1 is your score here in game 1. GW with the game 1 win. Randolph-Macon really struggling to get anything going. I mean, it felt like anytime they got the rotation, they maybe got one clean shot off. Then they had to quickly backtrack on defense, and they stayed in their own defensive zone for quite a while before they would get a follow-up opportunity. Really struggled just to hold on to possession of the ball there in game 1.
Yeah, I don't think either team did bad, and I would say Randolph still had a good number of shots come out, some pretty effective shots in general, but GW able to find those saves, and as you said, John, the GW opportunities felt to last longer. It felt like they got a couple more shots off, as Randolph might only get 1 or 2 on a lot of their opportunities. GW is getting closer to 2 to 3, at least on most of theirs, as well as the time. They kept it in that final third of Randolph-Macon quite a bit longer. In the end, that equaled out more goals and a win for the side of GW here in game 1.
Absolutely. So heading into game 2, we'll see if Randolph-Macon will be able to make those game 1 adjustments, take that into game 2, and maybe look to find a way onto offense and hold on to possession a little bit longer than what we saw in game 1, looking to have those result into more goals for them as well.
Yeah, these are definitely 2 teams to watch. Again, Randolph-Macon still a young team to the scene here of the MAEC. They didn't play in week 1. They made their debut in week 2, and they won up against a pretty decent Shenandoah B team who just ended up with a very strong victory tonight. I'm curious to see how they continue to grow throughout the result of not only this series, but the rest of the league format as well. So far in this one, they find themselves down after game 1, but coming into game 2, again, the potency is there. It just really comes down to that possession you talked about, John. Randolph-Macon was not able to get as many shots off on their possessions. We'll see if they're able to turn that around here in game 2 up against GW.
Almost a full minute in. Several shots on frame for GW, just unable to find the back of the net. Randolph-Macon has a chance now to strike first. Gino from the backboard drops down, back post, hits the elbow. The follow-up from Scoop won't go. Randolph-Macon with their best chance so far here in game 2. Try to get on the board. GW back on their defensive end. The pressure from Randolph-Macon looking to turn the page from their performance in game 1. Trying to bounce back here in game 2. Now it's Scoop off the side wall looking near post. Sticks is there for the save. Gino now backtracking onto defense, picking up boost along the way. Send it far wall for Scoop. Can't connect onto the ball. That gives George Washington, the opportunity to make something happen. Just over 3 minutes to go here in game 2. Oh, looking for the cutting backdoor play. Just missed the follow-up. George Washington almost broke the scoreboard open.
Yeah, I really like that creativity coming out from Stengel there as well. Could have taken the shot on goal. It most likely would have been turned away by a save. Instead, goes for the passing play. Like you said, looking for that backdoor, using that teamwork. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect, but the creativity was definitely there.
And Big City Slams from above will drop in the opening goal here in game number 2. Randolph-Macon striking first, 2:44 to go.
I like this play from Big City coming in there. A few keepers in goal for George Washington, unfortunately not able to get their cars on the ball as Randolph-Macon threads the needle, and in doing so threads the lead here in game 2. Now up 1-0, just about halfway in.
Approaching that halfway mark, we'll see if Randolph-Macon will be able to hold on or maybe add on to their lead. Try to even this series up. All back in GW's defensive end. Sticks looks to clear it out through midfield. Gino is back. Looks to play it to the side wall. Scheme is there, looking to get it on frame. Has a chance here. It's going to drop down. Big City Slams pushes it aside. Scheme near post won't go. Big City with the clearance again. Now Gino going backwards. Try to make the best out of that unfortunate situation here. Big City Slams on the goal line. It won't go. Stengel punches it in. Several players for Randolph-Macon on the goal line just couldn't get the ball out, and it's all even at 1 apiece.
Stengel finds the angle, gets the shot off right up toward the line. It looked like a goalkeeper was going to be able to find a save, but unfortunately does not happen for the side of Randolph-Macon as George Washington pops it in. But how about Stick as well, John? Coming up there, finding that beautiful little tail flip to get the assist opportunity off. Beautiful stuff. And Scheme just ends up topping it off, saying, hey, let's double our score, why don't we? George Washington now up 2-1. 1:47 left to go here in game 2.
Yeah, a beautiful passing play in the corner, just beating out Big City Slams. Not much to do there. That was a pretty quick bang play. If you couldn't clear the ball out, that was a great chance for GW, and they capitalized on it. 1:45 to go. Randolph-Macon with down a goal here in game 2, already down 1-0 in the series. The score holds up. The next 1:30, they'll be down 2-0 in that series as well.
Yeah, GW, like we said earlier, John, they're a resilient team as well. So even if they do find themselves down, they've shown us they can reverse sweep. The only team in the league to do it so far. George Washington, a founding father of our country, and GW, a founding father of the MAEC here. So far, bringing a lot of heat in week 1 and now in week 3, continuing to bring it here. 2-1 the lead here in game 2. 1:05 remaining. Let's see if they can hold on.
Dangle comes flying in, looking back post, hits the post. GW just inches away from adding another goal onto the board, making it even harder for Randolph-Macon, but they still have a chance. 45 seconds to go. It's Gino just sailing over the ball. Randolph-Macon running out of time here in game 2. Scoop looking to clear it out through midfield. Stengel is there. Big City Slams into the corner. Scheme picks it up off the backboard. The fly in from Sticks. And it's 3-1 for GW, and that was a beauty of a play.
Scheme off the wall. Sticks, though, with the turning fly. Not only a beautiful aerial play, but getting the turn off, finding that sidecar angle, and eventually finding the goal. GW now up by 2, 3-1, 28 seconds left to go here. And it looks like GW, if they can hold on in these last 25 seconds, they could end up with a 2-0 lead so far in the series. It looks like Scoop has something else in mind, though, cutting that lead down by 1 more. Randolph-Macon putting another on the board, 2-3, only down by 1, 22 seconds left to work with.
That was almost too easy for Scoop, picking up the full boost on the side, beating 2 defenders and just cruising it into the back of the goal. We have a game on our hands. 22 seconds off the face-off. It will go. The putback for Sticks, and George Washington quickly responds. 2-goal lead restored. GW 4, Randolph-Macon 2.
And just as the hopes of Randolph-Macon began to shine again, John, like a new light, George Washington puts it out like a candle with a quick blow of that shot. That candle light is out, and George Washington now back up by 2. 18 seconds remaining in this one. Randolph-Macon with a tall order ahead of him.
Hicks back in the defensive corner for GW. 10 seconds left, under 10 seconds to go. Randolph-Macon just could not find a way to pull off that comeback. Pulled it back within 1 with 22 seconds to go, but GW quickly responded. Now GW with a 4-2 win here in game number 2 will head on over to match point going into game 3. Joey, a very impressive performance from both sides there. Randolph-Macon correcting some of those mistakes. They didn't sit back as much. They were able to go on the attack. They ended up getting 2 goals. They were only down by 1 for a brief few seconds before GW was able to tap in their 4th goal of the game. But GW really holding on to the terms, if you will, of this game, really holding on to possession, controlling the flow of this game. It feels like it's George Washington's to lose, but Joey, I don't think I've ever seen this. Right off the face-off of a game, it goes in. Randolph-Macon striking first for Gino. I personally love face-off goals like this, but I have never seen it in the beginning of a game like this.
Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. I think we've had 1 kickoff goal maybe in the MAEC so far, but I don't think it was to kick off the game literally. That one coming out in the first 3 seconds of the game. And Randolph-Macon, they need to score, John. They find themselves down by 2 in the series. They know they need to put goals up on the board, and they just get it started here in the first 3 seconds. Now, there's plenty of time to work with for GW, though. We'll have to see if Randolph-Macon can hold on to that momentum early on here, or if it was just a fluke. But so far, up by 1, 4:35 to go.
George Washington looking to respond quickly. Shot off the crossbar. Big City Slams plays it along the side wall, looking for Scoop, playing it over. Now Gino is there. Ran out of boost, just couldn't get enough power on the ball to finish that centering chance. Scoop picking up full boost, trying to clear it out, but the pressure from GW keeping the ball in. Looking to go back post. Scoop is there. Now sticks off the side wall. Gino flies through, gets the clearance, and it's going the full distance. Stengel actually had to put on a save there to keep that one out of the back of the net. Follow up. Big City Slams trying to clear it out. A little bit of a stalemate. Stengel comes flying in from above. Will play it into the corner. Centering chance. No one there now. Big City Slams looking for the clearance. Finds Scoop. Plays it to the side wall. 1-0. Randolph-Macon off that face-off goal to kick off the game. And our only score so far. Until Stengel comes through with 3:13 to go. And GW has tied it at 1.
Yeah, big stuff here. Trying to get the clearance out for the side of Randolph-Macon. Unfortunately, just falling shy of that as Stengel gets his car onto the end of the ball. Able to put that one back toward the face of goal. No goalkeeper there to turn it away as our score is now tied up 1-1. GW with that equalizer. 3:12 left here in game 3.
Just over 3 minutes to go. All even. 1 apiece. Big City Slams trying to make something happen for Randolph-Macon. Will turn the ball over, looking to go the other way for George Washington. Ball into the corner. Gino looking for the clearance. Will find it through midfield. Big City Slams just missing a wide open goal. Scheme is there. Collects the rebound off the crossbar and puts it in. 2:42 to go, and it's 2-1 GW.
Yeah, Randolph-Macon looking for that midfield clearance, and it looks like we saw Sticks wait it out, and it was a smart play on his part, able to really wait that ball to come back down, notices the misses coming through, able to find the assist opportunity in the end, and then we see Scheme force it through for the side of George Washington rather. 2-1, 2:35 left to go in here, and George Washington up in this series 2-0, looking like a chance to close out here in game 3.
Too many Georges in the league, Joey. I'm the same way there with you. Big City Slams picking up the save. Keeping it a 1-goal difference between Randolph-Macon and GW. Ball played into the corner. GW trying to clear their defensive end out. Randolph-Macon looking for that tying goal. Big City Slam shot will be turned aside. Randolph-Macon trying to threaten here in the last 2 minutes. Into the corner. Stengel is there. Pinches it along the side wall. Now we'll play it towards center field. Has a chance here. Dix was there. Couldn't get enough pressure onto the ball to get the shot off. Scheme from above. Won't get it to go. Stengel back on defense. Plays it into the corner. Now Gino. Ball bounces back towards midfield. Unlucky break there. It's going to drop down in front of goal. Good clearance from Randolph-Macon.
A lot of back and forth here toward the end, John. That lead still holds in favor of George Washington, though. 2-1, just about a minute left to go here, just over a minute. In fact, Randolph-Macon getting a few opportunities to tie it up, but unfortunately none of them falling on the scoreboard as of yet, still finding themselves down by 1.
60 seconds to go. It is a 1-goal game. Randolph-Macon doing everything they possibly can to extend this series. Ball played into the corner. Stengel is there. Gets help from a teammate to clear the ball out into the corner. Gino favors the boost. Teammate comes along to help clear the ball towards midfield. Now it's Scheme. Gino intercepting the ball, plays it deep into GW's defensive end. 30 seconds to go, still down by 1. And Sticks dribbling through the air. The shot down. Gino with the save. Stengel looking to get the ball closer and closer to that goal line. Just can't get it to go. Putting the pressure back on for GW. And will be tapped in from above by Scheme with 11 seconds to go. GW now up 3-1 over Randolph-Macon.
Not too much plotting having to be done there by Scheme as we see a beautiful demolition coming out from his teammate, able to pop that one into the goal afterwards. 3-1, GW secured the lead here, and they have kept a hold on it here in Game 3. Now up by 2 goals. Only 10 seconds left for Randolph-Macon to answer. This one is looking like all GW, John, as they could go home with the 3-0 series win.
The ball hitting the ground. That will come to fruition.